All right, next up in our Good Life event, Irina. I said, Jackie, where did you dig her up from? I haven't seen Irina in so long. How long has it been since you graduated from Colaberry?
Ali, I am glad to see you, and it's interesting that you remember me.
Of course, I remember everybody that graduates here.
And it was, I believe, 2014.
2014. That's 9 years ago. That's crazy.
In group, maybe it was just first groups online.
Yeah, I mean, it was back in the day. I mean, we didn't have nearly any of the stuff that we have now, you know. So tell us, what happened after 9 years ago when you graduated from Colaberry and got a job? What's it been like the past 10 years almost?
Okay, I will tell you my story. It will be short, don't worry. And it is different from other stories because actually I came from Russia and I was programmer. I was doing absolutely different stuff there. I did not know what is internet. You will laugh. I did not have internet because it was expensive that time. And I started to do here web development. And I was doing it for several years. It was difficult for me. And I realized that I don't like to do this. It is not mine. I am not visual person. For me, it's difficult to select, all this stuff and put it to, it is not mine. I like database. I like analyze something. It is one thing, and you always need to learn. So it happened together. I lost my job. When I lost my job, I was looking for another one. It was difficult time. I could not find, and I lost my self-esteem. Absolutely. I knew that I need to learn something, that I need to update my knowledge, and I was learning by myself, but it is different. There is no, there is no whole picture. You don't exactly know what you need to do, what is valuable. Even when you are looking for advertisement, you can't combine everything together, what you need. And that time I opened Craigslist and I saw advertisement. And it was interesting for me. What is it? And I spoke with you, and you were, so I decided to trust. It was so weird to learn something online. It was 2014. So I decided to take these classes. And even if I was programmer, your stuff was not difficult, SQL and whatever, but it was organized differently. And you always learn something. Even if you have practice, you are doing something in one way, but you lose another opportunities. So I learned a lot from you. And then it started new parts. It was reports, which I did not do. I was doing it in web and I hate it. And I like to do it in SQL Server because it is much easier, clear. So a lot of advantages. So I learned packages, I learned many stuff. And it's interesting. I even did not finish my program, and I was looking for a job, and one guy came to me and he said that they are not non-profit organization and they want to do something like advertise what they're going to do, and he suggested me a short project. I had to do database from the scratch. It was a test. We need to show it to Capital One, and he need investment. And I created everything. I created small database. He gave me data. I created reports. I checked all reports, what you teach us, and I used a lot. And the day came and they liked our project and they gave him money.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, and they gave him money, and for me it was big surprise that, I just learned this, I made this, I knew how to develop database, but reports and all this stuff, it was new, and I just used what I just learned, and it works. And another interesting thing was, it was one company and I sent them my resume. It was insurance company. And I sent them my resume, and they started to send them resume before I went to your program. And it was couple interviews, and they said that it's okay, you know SQL, but, and they did not give me offer. And after program, I found another position in this insurance company, and I sent my resume again. And it was third attempt to the same company, and I got job. So, and this program, it gives me a lot of self-confidence. And it was very, very important that time. And after this, I was doing different stuff. Actually, I moved from SQL Server. I started to do SAS. I started to do Teradata. But it is database, and you have basic, you have knowledge, and it's interesting to learn something new. Last year, I received certificate in Teradata, SQL development. Yeah,
So you work
and
with
I was
Teradata right
happy.
now.
Yeah, I was happy that I was able to do this, and so I like this job. And I can say that you give me a lot. And especially, yeah, and especially you, Ali, because you were so, you were so excited when you explained something that it is impossible to be, to hesitate, to think that, okay, can I do this? Of course I can do this.
So what
And
do
my
you
mentor,
remember?
Alex Gibson, he was great as well, because he pushed me. He told me, Arina, you're afraid. You can't be afraid. You know everything. It was very useful. For me, it was great.
I know you had kind of gone away for a while, and then like, what made you come back? Like, where you? You just, I saw you in the alumni now. I remember you asked me to be in the alumni. Like, what happened? Did you read? Did you see Colaberry somewhere, or what happened?
Ali, actually, I signed for DBA and I started your program. I was between job. After this, I was between jobs again, but it was just 3 months, 4 months. It happened. And I started for DBA. And before, I was thinking that it is good for me. And when I started program, I realized that it is not mine. It happened. It's just not mine, because I don't know. So
We call DBA it's like a retirement job.
yeah, and it is not mine. And actually, I'm close, guys. Maybe I am the oldest person here. I open you my secret, and I'm close to retirement. And I'm happy that I'm still working, that I can do I'm not going to retire, because I moved here when I was 40, and I just need to create something for myself. But I want to tell that I'm happy that I could find my my area, that I'm doing what I like to do, what I can do, and it's interesting, and I like to learn new stuff. Unfortunately, I went away from SQL. It happens, this company, I use SQL, of course, because everywhere is SQL, but it is a little bit different SQL. When you learn something, this program, it gives you tool. You can learn, you can use this, you can go further, you can go by yourself, or you can take another classes with Colaberry, if you can find what works for you. And this is great. And you can't stay on you know, you learn something, you can't stay. You need to move forward. When you find your job, you will see that you need to improve this area, you need to improve this area, or you need to switch to something else. And this is important, and you learn it from Colaberry.
Awesome. And so you were going through a tough time, you were migrating. How has your life changed since you learned about Colaberry, or since you went
When I was at Colaberry, as the lady told before, it was difficult with kitchen because my husband, because I forgot to cook, and my husband reminded me, "Are you going to eat something?" But he is tough. He's tough. He did not learn how to cook. It's impossible. So I had to cook at night. It's, you know, it's absolutely impossible. I had to cook at night. And what changed, you know, I was focused on this. And again, it was interesting for me, and I was involved, and it was another life, and I like it. And I stopped to see my friends for a short time. I stopped some social events, but it was good. It was okay. And
Awesome.
then you know, when I found my job and I was comfortable, I returned to my normal life.
Well, thank you, Irina, for coming by and story. We appreciate you. You know, you're welcome back anytime, and we wish you more continued success. All right.
Thank you. When I will move to SQL, I will come back.